My name is Grant Vogl and I'm the Collections and Exhibitions Manager of the Bytown Museum in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. We're standing here at the Celtic Cross Memorial just beside the Rideau Canal locks and next to the Bytown Museum. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about the story of the workers on the canal, specifically the Irish workers who perished during its construction, for which this monument lays tribute to. There were roughly 1,000 workers of Irish descent who were killed during the construction of the Rideau Canal. Most of these workers came as impoverished immigrants during the canal period, but there were also a number of laborers, both skilled and unskilled, that came from previous settlements in the Ottawa Valley to find work on the canal. Between 1826 and 1832, the construction took place from Ottawa, then known as Bytown, to Kingston, over 202 kilometers of canal. It is still operating to this day. It's the oldest slackwater canal in operation in North America. And the monument here itself was erected to pay tribute to the workers who were killed. As you can see, some of the symbols on the monument itself represent some of the dangers that these workers faced every day. We have workplace hazards with moving large quantities of earth. We have the mosquito to represent the malaria that many workers endured over the course of digging through swampy land. Of course, blasting was a huge concern and danger, especially for unskilled workers. And in the middle, the Irish harp to tie it all together. We commemorate the workers every year on what is locally known as Colonel By Day. And the stories that we tell within the museum extend to the stories that we tell along the canal and that we remember every day. My name is Grant Vogl and I'm the Collections and Exhibitions Manager here at the Bytown Museum in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. We're standing next to the Rideau Canal's Ottawa locks and discussing some of the contributions that the Irish made to the development of Bytown and later Ottawa, both in the construction of the Rideau Canal between 1826 and 1832, and later with the large influx of immigrants that came during the Great Famine of the 1840s and early 1850s. The workers themselves came as both new immigrants to Canada as well as from existing settlements west of Ottawa in the Ottawa Valley that had come in the 1818 to 1825 period. There were several thousand workers each season working on the canal in every aspect, from pick and shovel men right up through to master carpenters and master smiths who are of Irish descent as well. And it took those 5 seasons to get from Ottawa, then Bytown, to the 202 kilometer stretch to reach Kingston and the canal being completed. Roughly 1,000 Irish workers perished during the construction of the canal due to workplace accidents as well as outbreaks of malaria that occurred in construction in swampy areas. So the canal itself still operates to this day as the oldest example of a slackwater canal in North America, but it's really through the efforts of the early Irish workers, both as skilled and unskilled laborers, that we have the canal to enjoy today and to remember their contributions to the development of this city and this site.